Hey guys, this is Amanda from Jackpot Veterinary Center, and this is Ruger. We're here to teach you guys how to trim nails at home. That way you can kind of get used to it, save you some money. Oh, bless you. And just kind of help prevent everything at home so they don't get too long. Trimming your cat or dog's nails is very necessary, a good skill to have at home because their nails do grow throughout their lifetime. So getting them used to it, conditioning them as much as you can will, one, help you save money, and two, will put less stress on you and the pet so you don't have to take them to the vet every time to get them trimmed. So I'll show you guys what they look like. So the first step we need to do is figure out the anatomy of either the cat or dog that you'll be cutting nails on. So luckily, Ruger has some clear nails and some black nails. So the main thing you need to watch for is the quick. So the quick is a blood supply that is within the nail, and more often when you do cut the nails, the quick will start to go back and get shorter with the nails. So the best part about this is if you cut them more frequently, they will start to go down. So as seen in the other videos, conditioning is the best thing you can do with your pet. Get them used to you touching them, rub their ears, rub their feet, let them know that everything is okay. We want it to be as stress-free as possible. You can introduce treats, let them know every time they do something good, they can get a treat. So that way, the more times you mess with them, they'll get used to it and it won't be as difficult as time goes by. The important part with black nails is you usually cannot see the quick within there. With these clear nails, you can kind of see the pink aligning through here. That way you can make sure you get close enough not to quick them. If you do quick that, you will notice some bleeding. It will hurt on occasions, and sometimes it makes the nail trim a little more difficult because they get afraid of it. So as seen in this picture, when we clip his nails, here Ruger, you can hold that. This would be of a black nail. You do want to trim it short enough to where you can start seeing this little black part, which is right before the quick. So about 6 millimeters before you get to the quick, you'll start noticing this little horseshoe shape, and that is when you should stop. You can continue to trim around it just to get the sharp edges, but do not cut any shorter. Good boy. And then our other picture, so this is just kind of a better picture of the anatomy of where the quick is. So this pink flesh right here, this is where the quick would start. The area, if you do cut it, it will bleed. So our goal is to trim within this area. So we want to make sure that we can still stay away from the quick, but not short enough that it's not going to make a difference. So what you need to do is make sure with the last picture you can see the pink of the quick, and the line right before it typically is about 6 millimeters away from it. So you can make sure you stay a safe distance away from the quick. Trim the nail, and then you can use the clippers as well to get the sharp edges. When you're getting ready for the nail trim, either if you have a cat or a dog, since we have a dog for us today, make sure you get a firm grip in your hand. You can use your thumb and your index finger just to kind of isolate each finger. That way you can make sure you get the appropriate one. With cats, they're a little different. You can still put pressure on the paws and their claws should come out and retract as needed. So we will start. We have a couple different types of clippers. Our small ones right here, these are ideal for cats because they are much smaller. You can get a closer look at it compared to the bigger purple ones, which are better for dogs. There we go. So this sometimes right here is just used to make sure you don't clip too much, but once you start getting used to it, you really won't have to use this guard. If you should quick them, and they do start to bleed, if you do not have anything like Quick Stop at home, you can use household items such as stick deodorant to kind of clot the end. You can use some cornstarch, but try not to use anything with any alcohol in it because it will burn. So, since he is a dog, we will go ahead and use these bigger clippers. So your first step, position it pretty much however they're laying. So I'll just be a little backwards since he's this way. And then you just want to start, first clip, check it every time. You can kind of see that we're starting to get a little close. We could probably do a little bit more, trim off the edges. And the noises are kind of loud, so make sure they're still doing good. You're being a very good boy. If you're left or right-handed, you can kind of do whichever direction you prefer. It's easier to kind of get to do it both hands, that way you can kind of maneuver with your pet. So now we're just getting off the sharp edges. That way if they happen to jump on you later, it won't get anything. So what you're looking for is a little horseshoe color and it almost turning black to make sure you do not get the quick. And like I said, the more you cut them, the shorter you can get them. And then we'll move on to the clear nail, and you can kind of see it does have a little rivet right here, which usually is a good indication of how far you can go down without hitting that quick. But always start a little less, just to make sure, because the quick could be longer than you're expecting. So you can kind of just slowly work your way down, going side to side. Still always reassuring your pet that they're doing great. Good job, Ruger. And then the same thing. So once you think you got close to the quick, you can still kind of get your edges trimmed down a little bit more. If you do have a Dremel at home, you can use that as well. If not, just kind of shave it down with your clippers. And then again, you can kind of see where that quick will start. So continue on with the other toes as needed. Some dogs do have that dew claw, some of them do not. So just keep an eye on that. Cats are usually a little bit easier because you can see the quick most of the time within their nail. So if you guys are interested in learning on anything else that we can do, you can go onto our YouTube page, check out some other videos, meet a couple of our other friends, and feel free to call us at any time here at Jackpot Veterinary Center. Thank you.